I'm going to take a look at a digital camcorder, sort of experimenting with here. $40, VGA, so it doesn't do HD, but if anyone's seen some of the YouTube stuff that's done at 640 by 480, depending on what you're doing, there's a lot of applications for a $40 camcorder. So even though it's not the best quality out there, it's pretty decent quality. Just pull it out of the clamshell here. Two things I liked about this one is the cost, the price, the low price, and that it uses AAA batteries. So we can plug an SD card right here in the bottom. Pull one out of another camera here. SD card, real easy to just plug right into the bottom there. Easy to pull out. AA batteries. There we go. 4 AAA batteries, which is just a lot easier to replace than having to recharge. So I think this might make a great secondary camcorder, all-weather camcorder, even though it's not waterproof or weatherproof or anything. Just the idea that it's $40, you can be a little more risky with it. Looks like it's got a USB plug there, along with earphone jack. We've got a wide infinite and then close-up lens. Looks like there's an LED up front. It's got the panel on the side there. It does have a light. Looks like you can turn on and off the microphone maybe. But we've got all our controls over here on the left. The screen does flip all the way around. So it has a lot of features, and seems pretty ergonomic. Again, for $40, it feels real cheap. It feels like a toy. However, it's only got to hold some electronics in place, so it looks like there is some lens here that could be scratched up. It doesn't seem especially high quality, but again, for $40, it's almost a sacrificial camera. We'll give it a little bit of use here, and then we'll turn up the heat on the review. Okay, so we've inserted the 4 AAA batteries. I'm using a store brand here, nothing super fancy or anything. I'll hit that power button. Wow, it really came to life pretty quick. If you can see the display here, it's not the best resolution in the world. There we go with our zoom. So we'll just do a quick review of this Spyderco knife. We'll flip it up into camera mode. And I guess it's recording now. Okay, we're recording, and we're going to take a look at this Spyderco knife. This is the, I think it's the Ladybug with the H1. And we'll flip to the close-up mode to check that out. So there we are with the close-up mode. And it looks like the item needs to be actually quite a ways away for that close-up mode to work. The quality in the viewfinder here is not all that great. When we zoomed in there, it starts to look a little grainy. Of course, we are still on close-up mode here, so we take that off. You can zoom out and get a clearer picture there. Again, I think as a sacrificial camera, this one will do just fine. So we'll hit the shutter button to stop recording. And that was in the 640. Let's see if we can change that display. So you can do either 360 or 640 or 320. So we've got our movie size, our frame rate. It can go down to 15 frames per second. Metering, white balance, and then we've got sounds. You can turn on and off these sounds that we're hearing here. Auto review, power frequency, power save, and then date and time, language, TV out, USB. Interesting. Startup image. That's neat. You can set your image. Format, no. Reset all. So there's actually quite a bit of settings. Kind of interested what this is. Does that mean you can plug a webcam into the USB port? Or this can be a webcam perhaps? That'll be interesting to experiment with. Okay, so we'll exit. So we got a battery indicator and an indicator to tell us how much time is left on the card. We've got its auto white balance going. We can quickly flip over and use this as a player, and that can be kind of handy. And then we've got the still camera mode, in which case I'm guessing the shutter becomes a shutter. We'll zoom in a bit. Pretty bad picture. And now we'll flip over to the macro. A little nicer picture there. A little more clear. A little clearer, but I don't think I'd want to use this as a digital camera. So we'll flip it back to there. Let's turn on that light button over here, and now we've got light there. We got an indicator that it's on as well. Now let's turn on that. Oh, now if we push the microphone button, looks like it's just a voice recorder. That can be very handy as well. When you hit the shutter, it starts the voice record, and now it's doing voice record. Very nice. Alright. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with this little guy so far. Quick to turn on. Get rid of that startup noise. Personalize a startup image. That's kind of fun, especially if you're giving this to a kid. And then depending on how the quality of the video comes out, I think this will make a great camera for downrange, or a camera that we strap to a remote controlled helicopter because it's pretty lightweight, or a camera that we shoot with a slingshot up into the air with a parachute on it. Those kind of things. This is a perfect camera in my opinion. Okay, we're recording, and we're going to take a look at this Spyderco knife. This is the I think it's the Ladybug with the H1. And we'll flip to the close-up mode to check that out. So there we are with the close-up mode. Now it looks like the item needs to be actually quite a ways away for that close-up mode to work. The quality in the viewfinder here is not all that great when we zoomed in there. Starts to look a little grainy. Of course, we are still on close-up mode here, so when we take that off, we can zoom out and get a clearer picture there. Again, I think as a sacrificial camera, this one will do just fine. So we'll do a little bit more testing and get back to you on the 10 megapixel Jazz Camcorder, the $40 camcorder.